it is romantic and it is beautiful and there is so many things to love about it, but there's also a real hardship to it and a real struggle to it, and if you're not willing to embrace both, then I don't think it's a life for you. I know for myself, if I don't stop and reflect, I cave. I work myself to the ground and then I wonder, wait, how did I get here? And I look back and I'm like, because I haven't stopped and I haven't breathed. I love the sunrises in the morning and everything looks different, just looks fresh and beautiful. It's a fresh start. Get up, make yourself a coffee, and then you just take whatever comes from there. I run the dogs every day or every chance that I can get. That's my real me time. If I do that at the start of the day, it doesn't matter what else happens in the day because I've just had a little piece to myself. Things don't go to plan, things don't work, and that's challenging. It's purely just H2O sometimes, and that doesn't make you a bad farmer because it hasn't rained, and I think sometimes we really need to be reminded of that. Every day is different, and I do love that. I love that about it. It's challenging and it's character building. Sometimes it's predictable and sometimes it all runs smoothly and it's beautiful and you come home and take your hat off and you feel real pride, and other times you just want to go to bed and be done with the day. I think the main thing is just to communicate. You don't have to have a huge dinner, but you just have to get all your feelings out, and you do want to say, you know what, I'm shithouse, and, and that's okay. That's more than okay. Sometimes we forget to just really talk, and it's so valuable. You need to sometimes pat yourself on the back, and you need to just give yourself a little bit of time to breathe and time to accept and time to clear your mind, and then I think you work so much more functionally. Harvest is my favourite time of the year. It is the most cruel and challenging time of the year, I find, but it's also the most satisfying, and it really is the heart and soul of the operation. What we take off at harvest is what pays for the sheep and pays for putting in the crop next year and pays for putting up new fences and pays a wage and pays the water rates. And if you're not taking off something to give back to your farm, give back to your family, give back to your life, it's heartbreaking. During harvest, it's like you've got this extra tank. It's just like there to just keep you moving, keep you getting towards the finish line. It's not a race, it's a marathon. I get to those hours in the morning where I think, gosh, I go out like to a social event and I'm knackered by like before midnight, whereas I sit on the header and I'm just like, yep, I'm awake. It's really weird. It's really weird. I've had people be like, oh yeah, you're sticking it to the man, and I'm like, no, I'm not sticking to the man, I'm working alongside the man, I love the man. I have so much respect for all the males in my life and women in my life that have taught me just how to be a good person, how to be a good worker, and that's what I value. I think if you've got a good attitude and you've got a good work ethic, doesn't matter if you're male or female, and I don't think I'm a girl, I can't do that. I just think, well, that's what needs to be done, so we just got to get it done. And I don't think there would be a single farmer that hasn't said there's always something to be done. That's a real challenge, to just put your foot down and be like, okay, we're going to stop now and we're going to do something else just for the day. As long as you're balanced and as long as you're happy and as long as you're moving forward, that's all that matters. I have my bedroom window open every night and I come home and I'm exhausted and I feel that summer breeze coming in my window and I'm just happy and I'm content and the day's done. And I could go on for days about the things I love about the country, like, yeah, but I won't bore you.